Hello and welcome to part 3 of HTML, the building block of the web. Today we're going to be looking at images, self-closing tags and attributes. As you can see, I took the code from the second part, and just added some stuff about dogs, just random stuff I found, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can have yours be whatever you want, I wanted to have a theme of the website and not just random things scattered everywhere. So up until this point, we've been using opening and closing tags everywhere. There's a third type of tags called self-closing tags, and they look like this. So instead of having the arrow and then another opening arrow and then the slash and then image like up here, it's just in one with a slash at the end. You don't need the space here. I just like to have the space. It's just the way I've always done it. Doesn't matter. Choose your preference. So the IMG obviously is image, stands for image. And the way we give the image a actual image to show the browser is using an attribute. And an attribute is something that we put inside of the HTML tag. If you're putting attributes in the opening and closing tags, you only want to put them in the opening tags, not in the closing tags, or they won't work. But in the self-closing tags, just put it after the attribute, the element identifier. So it goes here like this. Attribute. Now, the attribute that we want to use to link to a photo is src, and that stands for source. We set that equal to 2 quotations, which is Shift 2 on the keyboard, like so, and we put the text for our link in here. As a side note, this is called a string. You'll use strings a lot in programming and web development, so it's good to know what it's called, a string. So I went to Google and I just found a basic picture of a dog. I'm going to copy and paste the link from the URL into here, and then I'll save it. So if I come to my browser, 2 seconds, and I refresh, you'll see the dog shows up. So that's good. So that's the power of attributes, and that's how we use an image. So there are different types of attributes. There are hundreds. I won't be able to tell you them all, so there's no point even trying. But a very useful one is the ability to link to somewhere else. So that could be linking to a different page on the website you're creating or somewhere else on the internet. It doesn't matter. So the way we do that is using an A tag, and that stands for anchor. And we do use a opening and closing tag for this because we want the link to have some text. So I'm going to have click me for dog facts. So if I save that and I come to the browser and I refresh it, you'll see I get click me for dog facts. But if I click it, nothing happens. And that's because we didn't actually tell the code where we want the link to go. And we do that using an attribute. So remember what I said about attributes on the opening tag, only put them on the opening tag, not the closing tag, and put it after the element. So here. So the one we want to use to link to somewhere using an A tag is a href. And we set that equal to a string again, and the string is equal to a link. So I'm just going to go to Google, found a link about dog facts, I copy and paste the link, and pop it in these strings. And if I save that there, and I refresh, you see the link now turns to a different color and it has an underline. And when you hover over it, you get a pointer as the cursor. And if we click on it, I'll be sent to that page, like so. We'll learn how to link to different parts of their own site later in the course, but for now, that's all we're going to do for part 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.